How to make ramen in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Boil the water. Step 2. Add some flavor. Step 3. Eat it up. How to train a drafter in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Give them something they don't know how to do.
Here, I need you to cut me a corridor.
I don't know how. Step 2. Show them how to do it real quick.
Okay, let me show you real quick.
Step 3. Let them figure out the rest on their own.
Alright, let me know if you have any questions.
I used to think there was only one way to make ramen, but life with friends taught me 3 more. I used to think there was only one way to teach an AutoCAD drafter new techniques. But taking this class has taught me 3 important considerations to consider as I take on training responsibilities in my drafting position. Consideration number 1, training transfer. The concept of trainees taking the skills they learn in training and applying them on the job. Well, what keeps that from happening? Anything that keeps that from happening is called a lapse. And as far as I can tell, it's the biggest hindrance to drafters learning new techniques and then applying them on the job. Why do they occur? Lapses often occur because of time crunch. Things need to be done now or 10 minutes ago. So a drafter tends to lapse into their old way of doing things, things that are familiar, things that might be able to get the job done faster, but will not get the job done better. How do you avoid these? Well, first, you have to identify them. Second, you have to be aware of strategies to combat them. Encourage trainees to allow themselves plenty of time so that they won't find themselves in deadlines, forcing them to take old bad habits back into their workplace. You combat it by having resources on hand. Resources such as the trainee. I feel that it'll be very beneficial to have a trainer in the workplace, just a few feet away, as opposed to an email away, just a phone call away, or a few footsteps away. This will make trainees more likely to ask questions, to consult the human resource as they apply their training to their job. The second consideration that I will apply to the new responsibilities I take on as a drafting trainer is a crucial one, and that is the use of simulation. Why is this crucial? To understand why it's so crucial, it's important to consider the 2 training methods that are in use right now. The first being on-the-job training, where an unknown task is taught hastily on a need-by-need basis. The second is classroom training, where important concepts are taught, but there's really no bridge to generalization, where generalization is the ability of the trainee to apply concepts to on-the-job tasks. Simulations really take the best of both worlds. Simulations give trainees as near to on-the-job experience as possible, while at the same time giving them the positive setting of a training environment. In so doing, transfer of training is far more likely to occur, as the learning takes place in an environment much more similar to the environment that they are in on a day-to-day basis. I've learned from this class an important third consideration as I take on AutoCAD drafting training responsibilities, and that is training evaluations. And there are two aspects to this. The first aspect is the importance of showing a positive return on investment. This is important because the company has typically not shown a strong enthusiasm for training their drafters, but showing a positive return on investment would show them that their efforts are worthwhile. The second important aspect would be the use of a pre-test, post-test evaluation for the training itself. Why pre-test, post-test evaluation? Well, a company, given the small drafting team that we have, would be inclined to send all of its drafters to training and leaving none for a comparison group. And a pretest would be important to rule out any differences from pre-training familiarity with concepts and techniques being taught. So a pre-test, post-test evaluation for all trainees would give the best indication for the training, of the training and its success and its ability to make an impact on the workflow of the drafters attending the training. So there you have it, 3 new types of ramen and 3 new considerations that I've learned for this class that I will apply as I take on AutoCAD drafting training responsibilities.